What's up, everyone? It is your boy Victor Freeze, and we are back with another relationship time hit my cat during music. So today we're talking about a topic that that comes up a lot. And everyone's kind of like confused on it. Like it's kind of a subject that like needs to be broached for everyone that's looking to be in a in a committed long-term relationship. So the topic for today is you can't be Superman, you know what I'm saying? But you could be Alfred. Let me explain. Like, there's a lot of people with a lot of problems in this world. Are they all bad people? Fuck no. Most of them are fucking awesome. Most of them are the best type of people. You know what I'm saying? But their problems is their problems, you know? They were and unless, like, this is a thing that only happened, like, when you were there, like, before, like, after you came, these problems occurred, then, like, okay, that's cool. I mean, that's not cool, you know what I mean? But, like, if the problem was there before you and you're coming in, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be Superman, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, like, being Superman, like, you fail, you know what I'm saying? And when you fail as Superman, people get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I use the Superman analogy, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you fail as Superman, people, like, die. But they may not die, like, literally. They may die mentally, internally, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It's not always as black and white as, oh, she has this problem, I'm gonna be the one to fix it. I'm gonna be the one to change the perspective. No, man. You know what I'm saying? Not, like, sometimes that's the case, of course. Most times, from my experience, it's not. That's not a bad thing. That's not saying that, like, we're fucking up, because, like, that's one thing I had to deal with. It's like, man, I can't help this person with this problem. This problem they've been having, like, for pretty much, like, it seems like forever, but it's probably not, but it seems like forever. And it's like, dang, I want to be the one to, like, try to find this thing, or find this thing to cure that illness, or find this thing to cure that depression, or I'll be the one to guide, and my me will be the one, like, me being there will be the thing that fixes. No, man, this is not a hentai. Your dick will not fix the problem, okay? Like, that's not how this shit goes. Now, if you're just trying to fuck, I mean, hey, it may fix your problem, but we're trying to help them, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to help them, okay? Like, your dick's not gonna fix the problem. Like, prime example. So, like, I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? Let's say hypothetically I'm talking to a person, right? And they got this thing that they're dealing with, whether it be mental health, whether it be a chronic illness, whether it be, like, something that they have to deal with their family about that's, like, never going away. Pretty much, let's just say something that's, like, not going away either ever or anytime soon. All right? And me, I have a lot of empathy. So I'm like, damn, man, like, that fucking sucks. Like, what can I do to help? And this is what happens with most people. They ask, what can I do to help? Right? Well, there's nothing you can do. You okay with that? Like, are you okay with it just being, there's nothing that you can do to help this situation, Freeze? Like, it's just something I have to go through. Like, I have to go through it, and, like, it is what it is. Like, I'm going through it, right? And, like, there's nothing you can say or do, or there's no amount of pussy you can eat that's gonna help with this fucking illness. I'm like, damn, man, I like eating pussy, man, that's crazy. But, like, yes, like, there's nothing you can do to help. Okay, well, shit, what do I do in this situation, right? It's like, am I just nothing here? Because, like, many people feel like that. Oh, there's nothing I can do. What the fuck am I even doing? No. There's nothing you can do to help there's nothing you can do to help with the thing that's happening. But there is things you can do about them as a person. Like, you can create a great environment to be around, you know? Like, you could create that. You could create a space where like comfortability is like the utmost. Like they feel so comfortable around you, you know what I'm saying? So they'd rather be like, man, okay, I'm going through this shit, but at least like where I'm at's good. You know what I'm saying? Don't add any undue shit onto that. Because trying to be Superman, you try to fix that problem, right? And then you fail, you get their hopes up, and then you fail, and then it's like, well, damn it. I thought you were going to fix the problem. You told me you were going to fix the problem. You see? Like, you see the slippery slope that you get on once you do shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're probably just saying it because you don't have anything else to say. I do that shit too, okay? I definitely do that shit too. Like, when, like, I just want them to know, like, I will try to do anything to help out. It's like, there's really nothing you can do, Freeze. Then it's like, well, shit. Like, okay. But then you find other things. Like, there's more to things than, like, helping, you know, solve the chronic illness or the depression or the shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There's more to life than that. There's more to a relationship than that. Yeah, that's something they have to go through and fucking sucks, right? But there's things that you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, make things comfortable. Don't put any undue stress. Maybe you got to go to a little extra mile to make sure that everything's cool. You know what I'm saying? Will problems arise? Of course. All right? But like, we don't want things to be easy. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing if things are easy? Like, the things that are good in life, they're never easy. You know? But like, and that's if you want to make it work. Like, you could just be like, man, fuck this shit. Like, I ain't about it. But like, they're expecting that. Like, they're expecting that, like, okay, like, he ain't about it. Like, he was wasting my time, or she was wasting my time. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already knew what it was. He was just talking a good game, but you know, it is what it is. But if you want that type of relationship, if you think that she or he is perfect and they just have the shit that they got to deal with, well, shit, then you adjust. You know, like, you adjust, and like, if you really love them, you'll adjust for the better. That's my whole thing. Is like, you don't have to be like, you're not fixing the problem. Like, there are unsolvable problems in this world that you are not qualified to even think about fixing. You know, like, there are some things in this world that like are just not getting fixed by your penis. All right, like, that's just a thing that's gonna happen. But the one thing you can do is make everything solid around that person. Like, make everything so nice that when the problems arise, at least they're in a good space, you know? Another thing that comes to my mind is like, people overextend. What I mean by overextend is like, they play their hand too quickly, you know? Like, they say all this shit and do all this shit, and then like nothing. Like, yeah, you say all this shit, and then when the shit comes down, it's like, oh, I don't know how to do. Like, at least what I'm saying is like, be honest with yourself as well. Like, you know you ain't about that. You know, like, either you know you ain't about that shit, or you don't know if you're about that shit yet. So don't say that you're about that shit if you don't know. You know, you can be like, well, I feel like I can handle it, and that's fine. But don't be like, yeah, I'm about that life. Like, I'm about this. And then when it comes down to it, we ain't about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes down to it, then I don't know what's going on. Like, this is a lot for me, because you could be overwhelmed too. You know what I'm saying? Like I hear a lot of people, like, when they talk to me about their relationship, like, man, like my girl or my dude, man, they always overwhelmed. You can get overwhelmed too, pimpin'. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to be like, yo, this shit's a lot right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's an appropriate time, you know what I'm saying? You don't don't lower morale, but like when things are cool, or like when things are kind of going a little nicer, just be like, look, like I'm feeling overwhelmed. These are the reasons why. Communication. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's about. Like just communicate, because like if you're feeling that way, right? Then like not saying anything is only gonna lead to problems down the pipe. You know? That's all it's gonna lead. It's just gonna lead to problems down the pipe. And then when you blow up and they're like, man, where the fuck this come from? And you're like, where the fuck did that come from? It's because you was holding it in and like it just came out. And when you hold shit in, you don't get to choose when that comes out. Like a lot of people think that too. Like you just get to choose when like you say some shit. Like nah. Like you don't choose when like all those bad thoughts and those bad moments come out. It just happens, and then you gotta hold that. Like straight up though, like the bad shit happens, you blow up, and then like you have to deal with the consequences. So like don't hold that shit in. Like if you're feeling overwhelmed, just be like, look, like I'm feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm feeling like this. I've been feeling like this for a second. Maybe we can, you know, maybe we could wrap it out a little bit, talk about it a little bit, you know? Like that's a whole nother thing. Don't be afraid to show some weakness, especially for us guys. Don't be afraid to show some weakness, you know? Don't be afraid to like put yourself out there for your people just because you think it's gonna come back to haunt you. It could come back to haunt you, but that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about it. Is like, are you gonna be guarded your entire life? Are you gonna like just try to be that stout superhero and not show any emotion, not show anything when you in the field? Or are you gonna show some vulnerability, you know what I'm saying? And ask for some help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. I ask for help all the time. And like the person that I ask for help, they're usually always there, you know? So like that's what's up. Like I can ask for help and I can feel comfortable in asking for that. So when they ask for help, make sure that they're comfortable to make sure they're comfortable enough to ask you. Like it's not all about trying to save the world, you know what I'm saying, or save this person from this thing that they're going through. If it's unfixable, if it's not going away anytime soon or at all, that's just something that you have to live with. And what I see with people is they try to fix it because they can't live with it, so they try to fix it. You know, it's natural. If your window's broken, right, you're gonna try to fucking fix it. If your car's broken, you're gonna try to fucking fix it. You can't live with your car fucking up like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't live with that poster being crooked, especially if you're me. Like, if a poster's crooked, I'm just gonna freak out. Like, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you, like, I understand, like, you can't live with certain shit, but this is a person that's going through people shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like you just have to live with it if you want to live with her or him, you know? Like, this is something that's just something that you have to work into your life. Those things, like, okay, I know that this depression could hit my boyfriend at any time. Like this feeling of dread, this feeling of not wanting to even be here anymore. I know this hits my boyfriend from time to time. I know I'm probably not fixing that, but what can I do to make those less of an occurrence? Or what can I do when he's going through those times to help? That's it. That's it. That's literally it. Like, what can I do during these times that this is happening? What can I do to make it so like mitigate the damage? So you're not trying to stop the damage. You're trying to mitigate. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's mitigate. And then now maybe some people do get got, but sometimes you gotta, you know, that's how it has to be sometimes. You have to mitigate the damage. We can't stop the damage, we mitigate. And Like, I'm pretty sure that person's gonna respect you for being like, okay, okay, I know, like, now they know that they can't solve it, this isn't going away, but I love them because they adjusted their shit to help me. You know what I'm saying? To best help me. They adjusted what they were doing just to integrate me. You know? Like, that's something that, like, I'd fucking love. Like, if someone was like, listen, I'm a change a little bit just to put you into my life. That's the best. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's amazing. Like, hell yeah, I love that shit. Did you see that? Oh my goodness, that fatal blow. I'm sorry. I had to stop the relationship time to just see that fatal blow hit me and me being sad again. Because I was super sad when that hit me. I'm not dead though. Alright, so yeah, that's the whole thing with it though. It's like, what are you going to put your time into? Like, are you gonna keep running into this brick wall? Or are you gonna try to find a door? You know? That's another thing. Like, you can keep running into that brick wall if you wish, but there's always a door. You know? You just gotta find that door. But most people don't wanna look, don't wanna walk that path to find a door. So they're just gonna try to run through the brick wall. Like, I'ma do this, and then, like, she's gonna love me forever. No, man, no. You don't have to be Superman, like. Be Alfred, man. Just help with this. Just help. You know what I'm saying? Like, Alfred rarely gets into a suit. Alfred rarely saves people, if at all. But you know what Alfred does? Oh, that read. What? But you know what Alfred does? Alfred makes sure that everything is hospitable for Bruce Wayne. So when that motherfucker comes home, right? Things are cool. And I'm not saying you gotta cook, you gotta clean. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, like, emotionally, things are cool. You know what I'm saying? Alfred makes sure things are cool emotionally for Bruce Wayne as well. You know? Like, he makes sure that everything cool. We got the med bay right here, okay? If you got some stitches you need, I'm gonna put the stitches in you. I'm gonna give you what you need. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get your rest. I'm gonna help you go to sleep. And then we're gonna get back out there. That's what Alfred does. Alright? People like, Alfred? Like, I don't wanna be no fucking up. Why not? Why not? Alfred is cool. Like, Alfred is super cool. You can be Alfred and be fine with that. But see, there's that ego too that you get. It's like, man, like, I'm fixing everything. That's not what they need though. That's not what they need. What they need is someone to be there for them when they're going through that shit. Because, like, if someone was like, hey, Freeze, I can fix your depression. Yeah, like, in like 20 years, people have tried that shit and hasn't really worked out so well. So, like, what are you gonna do any different? Like, so don't try to fix it. You just piss people off. You try to fix it. Get people reliant on you, and then when you can't pull through, because, like, maybe you can't pull through. Maybe it's just something that's not able to be pulled through. Once you can't pull through it, then they're looking at you, and then they're like, man, I thought you said you can fix this problem, and it's not fixed. What the fuck's going on? Then problems arise. When in reality, all you should have said is, like, I know I can't fix this problem, but, like, I'll try to help as best as I can. And that's all you can do, really. And if they don't accept that help, then, like, that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? But you can't put all the onus on you. That's the main point. You can't put all the onus on you. You can't put all the heat on you. That's not fair to you. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair. Like, just do you. Like, do what you can do in that situation. And I'm sure they'd vibe with that. I'm sure they'd vibe with that. If you just did you. You know? If you did what you can do, made everything hospitable, you had the med bay ready, you know what I'm saying? You put the stitches in, you talk to them about their problems, you talk to them about what they did in the field, you know what I'm saying? And then you're like, listen, okay, before you go back out there, What can I do to make sure that everything is hospitable for you? And there you go. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a vibe, then they'll accept that, you know? If it's a thing that they're rocking with, then they'll accept that and they'll love you for it. Because you didn't put all that onus on yourself. And plus, like, you put all that onus on yourself and it fails, like, you make it like feel like to them, because I know this is the same thing for me. Like, dang, like, did I fail this person? Like, is it my problems that caused all these people to leave? That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? When shit don't work out, like, is it my problem? It's me. That's how I was. So first things first, it's probably not you. And second of all, like, you know, like, sometimes that's what trying to be Superman gets you. Is like, and then you can't save. No, man, just be Alfred. Just be Alfred. It's much easier. You don't put a lot of onus on yourself, and you still help with them. You know, you still help them get where they need to go throughout the day, because you don't know how many fucking things they went through. You don't know how many spoons they spent going through shit that they going through that day. You know what I'm saying? But you can always ask about it. You can always ask. And it could always be like, okay, yeah, I went through this, man, and I didn't enjoy it. Or like, man, I didn't like when you did this today. Or like, hey, like, you know, can we just like cuddles? Like, can we just like cuddle for hours as I go to sleep? Shit like that. Like, yeah, I can definitely do that. I would rather do, oh fuck, I'd rather do nothing else than that. You know? But like, that's something that comes with experience though. Because a lot of people can't handle like not taking all the onus on them, if that makes any sense. Like, most people can't be like, I'm a fall back right here, you know, and not take all this onus on myself. Like, you'd be surprised how many people can't do that. But if you do that and you stay the course and you make sure that everything is perfect for them, at least in the, not perfect, but like in the best way that you can do, and if they vibe with it, they're gonna love you. They're definitely gonna love you. Like, and then everything's gonna be great. You got the girl of your dreams, and she probably got the man of her dreams. She just ain't gonna tell you yet because she can't give up that power. We already know what it is. It's Victor fucking Freeze, and I'll see y'all next time.